Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Kenyon Hall. It's a pleasure to have you here for the next hour to listen to one of my favorite performers, Casey MacGill. Casey's been around for a while, and he's going to tell you during his performance about his various adventures, both musical and otherwise. We're glad to have him in the Pacific Northwest. He lives down in Tacoma now, and I've asked him to perform some songs that he wrote. So it's going to be a very unique performance, and I know that you're going to enjoy it. The performance is free, but if you'd like to donate, please click on the link below, and it'll help both Casey and us out. So, without further ado, please welcome Casey MacGill.
One, two, 1, 2, 3. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us here at Kenyon Hall. Thank you, everybody. Good evening. My name's Casey MacGill, as Lou mentioned, and I'm delighted to be here in Kenyon Hall. And Lou and I had a little conversation before I came in today, and we were talking about the tyranny of the publishing companies, which are giant monolithic corporations who own skyscrapers in New York that you can stand on the sidewalk and not see the top of. And with that in mind, an opportunity has been created, and that is for me to showcase a collection of original music. And I'm actually delighted, to be able to do that, being a person not brimming with self-confidence when it comes to that kind of thing. So I have a lot of confidence in my songs, but I have no confidence in putting them out there. So I don't know how to explain that, but everything I'm going to do tonight will be an original song. That first one is called Nocturne and was written in one of the earlier decades back in the 1970s when I was playing with all kinds of different groups in the Los Angeles area. And we're going to move on. Oh, it's also the theme song that we're using for our Zoom cocktail hour, the Casey MacGill cocktail hour. And I love starting out with that, so I thought, okay, well, I'll just do it here today at Kenyon Hall. And now I would like to get my ukulele, and I'm going to play another tune for you. This one is called Head in the Clouds. Hang on a second, I'll be right with you. This is the ukulele. it looks like some sort of a household appliance, but it's actually a resonator uke. Here's the resonating cone. We have 6 strings that make quite a sound. And so I'm going to, I guess I'm going to start out on the piano, and I guess I'm going to start out on the ukulele. And I kind of go back and forth on this thing. Anyway, I love this tune, and it was originally conceived for a movie called Head in the Clouds, and that movie never made it out of the clouds, so we just have the song. It goes like this. Head in the clouds, hey, how's the weather up there? Got my head in the clouds, honey, I'm walking on air. My nose to the grindstone, feet on the ground, a window without a view. But baby, when you kiss me, I found myself seeing skies of blue. Head in the clouds, and now my heart's on my sleeve. I'm falling in love, it's hard to believe. Old man depression, he's gone with the wind. Got my head in the clouds, let the sun shine in. Hey, how's the weather up there? Got my head in the clouds, honey, I'm walking on air. My nose to the grindstone, feet on the ground, a window without a view. But baby, when you kissed me, I found myself seeing skies of blue. Head in the clouds, and now my heart's on my sleeve. Falling in love, it's hard to believe. Old man depression, he's gone with the wind. Got my head in the clouds, let the sun shine in. Got my head in the clouds, let the sun shine in. All right. This next tune is the first of 3 songs. It's kind of a triptych. And I was inspired several years ago with this person I was dating. And I ended up writing a song that chronicled each different stage of our relationship. And this one is the very beginning one, and it's called It Happened One Night. And I will keep you posted as we move forward into the other 2 songs. It happened one night with just a little glance. When you came inside, 1 in a million chance. No sign at our first meeting, neither of us could know. Feelings would not be fleeting here in to my surprise, a sweet tender light was shining in your eyes. And when they asked us, how could you find love? How could it be so right? We'll just smile and say, it happened one night. No sign at our first meeting, neither of us could know. Feelings would not be fleeting. Here in my heart you'd grow. It happened one night, and much to my surprise, a sweet tender light was shining in your eyes. And when they asked us, how could you find love? How could it be so right? We'll just smile and say, it happened one night. How could it be so right? We'll just smile and say, it happened one night. All right, thank you very much. It happened one night. That's a nice kind of a bolero. And after that, we have a song that I never perform. In fact, I need to get the words out because I'd really like to do all three of these as a little collection here. And I definitely will not be belaboring this next one. I'm just going to try and get through it once. But it's a perfectly good song. I don't know why I haven't really done it, but I've got a bunch of tunes up on the shelf that it's time to dust them off, and today's like the perfect day. So this one is called So Far, So Good. All right? And I'm going to get the ukulele. You like kissing me, I like kissing you. Knock wood, so far so good. Just can't get enough of everything you do. Knock wood, so far so good. This romance we've begun is anything but boring. I'm having so much fun, I even like your snoring. Honey, how I feel, it's easy to be true. Knock wood, so far so good. Knock wood, so far so good. All right, that was So Far So Good, the second song of our three-song set here. And the third one has a very different vibe to it. And, I got to take this off. Our third one is a song that was conceived in the bowels of a local nightery in Seattle. And I have a nickname for it. I call it El Gaucho. Hang on a second. All right. And at this point, things had kind of run their course, and this song was inspired by this evening. Not this evening, but that evening in the aforementioned place. And the title of this song is called Who's Gonna Buy Your Drinks Tonight? It goes like this. 2, 1, 2, 3. Who's gonna buy your drinks tonight? Who's gonna feed your appetite? Who's gonna miss you in the morning light? And who's gonna buy your drinks tonight? Who's gonna call you on the phone? Who's gonna wonder why you ain't at home? Who's gonna leave a message at the tone? And who's gonna call you on the phone? There's one born every minute, bound to play a game. Well, they think there's something in it, but it always ends the same. Who's gonna hold you while you look around? Whose heart is breaking while you paint the town? Who's gonna wish that they had seen the light? And who's gonna buy your drinks tonight? One born every minute, bound to play a game. Well, they think there's something in it, but it always ends the same. Who's gonna hold you while you look around? Whose heart is breaking while you paint the town? Who's gonna wish that they had seen the light? And who's gonna buy your drinks tonight? Who's gonna buy your drinks tonight? Who's gonna buy your drinks tonight? All right, thank you. That's my 3-song set. Who's gonna buy your drinks tonight? And I'd like to move on now to something a little different. This was from the 1980s, and there was a TV show called Jump Street, and I got contacted by a friend of mine to see if we could get a song on that show, and they were saying that they wanted a boogie-woogie tune and a real 1940s song, so I put a whole bunch of 1940s references in our lyric, and it's called Mr. Boogie Woogie Man. It goes like this. I won't hold tight for seafood. Saturday night fish fry. Serve up some 8-beat rhythm. See those fingers fly. Lend a hand, Mr. Boogie Woogie Man. No rum and Coca-Cola. Sorry, not my style. Longing for a solid 4. That's what I need to smile. Understand, Mr. Boogie Woogie Man. Boogie woogie, boogie woogie, boogie woogie. Boogie woogie, boogie woogie, boogie woogie. La da da, la da da, do I. And the boy who blows a bugle back to Company B. I have a piano to blow my reveille. Understand, Mr. Boogie Woogie Man. man. Boogie woogie, boogie woogie, boogie woogie. Boogie woogie, boogie woogie, boogie woogie. La da da, do I understand, Mr. Boogie Woogie Man? Pop, pop. This next one comes from the late 1970s. We're jumping around chronologically here. And I imagine if you're one of the ancients like myself, you remember a weekly periodical called TV Guide. And we all had a copy of it sitting on the coffee table at one point. This was before cable TV, and we just had a few channels, but TV Guide gave us all kinds of information on what was playing and had little feature articles. And this was during the first generation of the show Saturday Night Live. I was a big fan, and I read a feature article on Gilda Radner, and it inspired this tune. She said in that article, when I'm home, I always want to be at the circus, and when I'm at the circus, I always want to be at home. And I thought, well, that sounds kind of like a lyric. Anyway, so I went to the piano and I started goofing around with chords, and I came up with these two chords, and the song kind of came out of these. So here's Love Letter. Funny little lady, grown up little clown, I sure like the way you wear your sweater. I hope that I'm there when love comes around, 'cause darling, I know love's much better. Funny little brown eyes, 1 foot out the door. There's something there I wish you would show me. I know you love someone not there anymore, but baby, you don't have to be lonely. They took you to the circus, bought your toy balloon. You lost it and it broke your heart. But like the best of clowns in any tragedy, you were only playing your part. Funny little lady, wistful little smile, I sure hope that you read this letter, 'cause there's laughter through the tears, love behind the fears, and darling, I know love's much better. Took you to the circus, bought your toy balloon. You lost it and it broke your heart. But like the best of clowns in any tragedy, you were only playing your part. Funny little lady, wistful little smile, I sure hope that you read this letter, 'cause there's laughter through the tears, love behind the fears, and darling, I know love's Next up, we have a song from my days in Spokane. And this was right toward the end of my sojourn where I was about to catapult into the world of Broadway shows. And I was making a CD. And that CD ended up, being responsible for me getting this position in the show Swing on Broadway. But just before that, I was playing a gig in Spokane, and late at night, a couple of my bandmates and I were at a cafe that served breakfast after 2 a.m. And we were in a booth there, and the music was painfully loud. It was not great music, and it was super loud. And I said, geez, I wish there was some late night swing we could listen to instead of this. And I thought, late night swing. That sounds like it could be a song. So I said, could you give me a napkin? And I just wrote down a whole bunch of lyrics just like that. And then after we finished eating, I went home and I sat down at the piano, and this is the tune, Late Night Swing. 2, 1, 2, 3. A little late night swing after we leave the dance. A little late night swing to give love a chance. A little late night swing, we're gonna mellow down and do our rhythm thing with no one else around. Give us some shadows deep and a moon that's full, and we'll get in the groove. 'Cause when the shadows creep and the moon is full, we know just what to do. A little late night swing, we'll take our nighttime chance to make love the thing, find some sweet romance. Give us some shadows deep and a moon that's full, and we'll get in the groove. 'Cause when the shadows creep and the moon is full, we know just what to do. A little late night swing, we'll take our nighttime chance to make love a thing, find some sweet romance. A little late night swing, we'll take our nighttime chance to make love the thing, find some sweet romance. Ba-da-da-da-da. Yeah. Here's another song from my Spokane years. I call it the Lost Years. And I actually did write a few songs over there, and this one comes from a time when I was living south of town in an old farmhouse with a large front porch. And this is my Randy Newman-esque tune called Front Porch Rockin'. 2, 3. Front porch rockin', shadows fade the light. Thoughts go trailing to remember when. Voices talking, stars winking in the night. Alleys echo to where the boy porch rocking. I'm feeling misery. My heart is breaking. It's the same old friend. Can I make it minus all the pain and awaken, be myself again? Oh, reverie, telephone don't ring. Oh, used to be, that don't mean a thing. Front porch rocking, I'm feeling misery. My heart is breaking. It's the same old friend. Can I make it minus all the pain and awaken to be myself again? And awaken to be myself again. All right. Back in the late 90s, I was looking at some of my older tunes, and I was thinking, geez, I wrote a lot more interesting, creative stuff when I first started out, and I had no idea what I was doing. And I thought, I wonder if I can try to do something a little bit less predictable, or well, maybe a little bit more obscure, but without being arbitrarily weird. And so this song kind of came out of that impulse, and it was also inspired by my love of film noir, the suspense movies from the 40s and 50s. And this song kind of has a cinematic vibe to it, all dark, black and white, high contrast. And I call it Waltz Noir. It goes like this. Do you want to dance? Shadows hide the scar. Now it's begun. Waltz war. Seems I know the face. Name I couldn't place. Whispers in the bar. Too late to run. Waltz noir. Would you deceive? Should I believe that story so old? Guess that I still wanna be told. Will you fade away in the light of day? Just can't think that far. Are you the one, Waltz noir? Ukulele time.
Alrighty.
And we're going to keep doing it till you get it.
Yeah.
That's right.
I can take it if you can. No, it's fine, Casey. It's fine. Just go home. Go home. Tacoma, go. It's down there. All right. Well, it's sure been a lot of fun getting to entertain you and hang out here in the lovely Kenyon Hall with the lovely Lou Mager and our good pal Nick, who also you teach rock music here, don't you? Yeah. And he's done a wonderful job with the sound and filming things. And I've been delighted to get the privilege of being directed by Mr. Mager today and having him oversee the details of this production. It's been a lot of fun. So I hope you all tune in to the concert series here at Kenyon Hall and give your full support, because it's such a wonderful venue and there's been so much goodwill and wonderful performances, culture. You can't get this anywhere else. And so thanks again, Lou and Nick. And I'm going to do one more tune. This is called Swing Nation. And it's all about people grooving together, something that we ought to seriously consider doing from here on out. And this song was inspired and commissioned by a good friend of mine, Manu Smith, who lives in San Francisco, and they had a podcast for a number of years called Swing Nation, and this was the theme song. I did a very modest little recording in a person's basement that I sent down there, and they used that for the theme. And then finally, a couple years ago, I got in a large orchestra together, and I made an arrangement of this song, and we recorded it. And I called up Manu and I said, Manu, I finally did it. I finally got our orchestra to record Swing Nation. I'd love to send you a copy and you can put it on the show. He said, put it on the show? He said, Casey, we haven't done that show for about 3 years. But anyway, it's still a good tune, and we've got a nice orchestra recording of it, so there you are. Here's Swing Nation. Thanks again, everybody, and hope to see you in person at some point in the not-too-distant future when we're all out of danger of getting the plague. Okay? Here we go. that jive, close the door, get the carpet off the floor, Swing Nation, people grooving together. Lindy Bow, Charleston too, rhythm is our golden rule, Swing Nation, people grooving together. All around the planet, gates are in the groove. I don't have to understand it, you just have to move. Truck on down, pimp a stroll, put some jelly on that roll, Swing Nation, people groove together. La da 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 da, la da 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 da, do 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 da 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 da, la da da, la da 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 da, la da 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 da, do la da do do da 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 da, do 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 da. All around the planet, gates are in the groove. I don't have to understand it, you just have to move. Truck on down, pimp a stroll, put some jelly on that roll, Swing Nation, people grooving together. Swing Nation, people groove together.